You know the deal by now. Here's a bunch of DBD related myths I was asked that I didn't immediately know the answer to. If you already knew the answers to these, then great, but please don't leave a comment just saying, ahem, actually, I knew this already. Don't be that guy. You can trap the hatch. Can you place a trap on top of the hatch, preventing it from being used by a survivor without them getting caught? Deception procs red herring. Deception fakes fast jumping into a locker. Red herring's effect triggers when fast jumping into a locker. So just using deception and faking it causes red herring to trigger. Lightborn counters Flashbang. The Flashbang dropped by Flashbang causes blindness. Lightborn, meanwhile, counters the blindness caused by flashlights. But does it stop Flashbangs from having an impact? Soul Guard can be used to uncover hex perks. Soul Guard allows you to pick yourself up off the ground when cursed, but can this be done before a curse is revealed, thus revealing the killer's hex perks? Failing a skill check with Technician still wakes you up from Dream World. You can wake yourself up from Freddy's Dream World by failing a skill check. On purpose, of course. Always on purpose. Technician prevents failed skill checks from causing an explosion, but does it still wake you up from Dream World? A failed Bite the Bullet skill check wakes you up from Dream World. Similarly to Technician, Bite the Bullet causes noise notifications to not trigger when failing a healing skill check. But do they still cause you to wake up from Dream World? Resurgence and Deliverance still heals you for 50%. Resurgence fully heals you to 50% when being unhooked or unhooking yourself. Deliverance gives you a 100% chance of unhooking yourself but causes you to be broken, i.e. unable to heal, for 60 seconds. So, after those 60 seconds have passed, will Resurgence mean that you still get healed at 50% when unhooking? Down me! Whoa! Prove Thyself might stack? This was submitted by Jury Bob. Prove Thyself gives you a 15% speed boost to generator repairs for each survivor within 4 meters of you, up to a maximum of 45%. This effect is applied to every other survivor too. It does not stack, so if 2 survivors both have it, then you'll still only get a max of 45% speed increase. However, perks that are the same and don't stack, but that are at different tiers, display separately on the UI. Jury sent in this video that shows them and a friend working on a generator together, and 2 sets of the Prove Thyself icon are visible. They start the generator at roughly the 4-second mark and finish the generator at roughly the 35-second mark, meaning that this gen took 31 seconds, which is a speed of 2.58 charges per second. Now, usually with 3 people on a gen, you repair at 0.7 charges per second due to the 15% charge per second decrease per person working on a gen, and with the 3 people as there are on this gen, that'd account for a 30% boost via Prove Thyself at tier 3, resulting in 0.91 charges per second per person. Multiply that by 3 for the 3 survivors affected, and you have 2.73 charges per second. This means that they repaired the generator slower than Prove Thyself at tier 3. This discrepancy is because the 3rd survivor didn't run in for a few seconds after the gen had started being repaired. One thing to look out for is the progress bar. Prove Thyself effectively eliminates the speed debuff of having multiple survivors working on a generator at the same time. The reason why it's red is because you personally are repairing the generator slower than 1 charge per second. If Prove Thyself was stacking here, then the bar would have turned gold. So there you have it, another 8 DBD myths busted. Do you have any suggestions? Please let me know in the comments. Today's question comes from a lot of people. Few people have messaged me about this. The reason why I've been uploading less and streaming less recently is that I'm really focusing on my app development business right now. When things started popping off on here, I turned my attention away as the company was a huge, phenomenal source of stress, and now I'm feeling a lot better mental health-wise. I'm picking up the pieces of my 2-month absence from that work. It's not only my livelihood, but also the livelihood of 3 other people, and while they were indeed able to do great work in my absence, there are certain business-related activities and projects that only I can be responsible for. So that's where I've been, working 9 to 5, 5 days a week to make sure things can get back on track. Once they are back on track, I'll be able to put more of my focus back into my online content and hopefully eventually get back to an every other day release cycle, along with streaming 4 or 5 days a week too. But the business has to come first, and how I make doing these videos and streams work alongside the long-term demands of that business, I'm not yet sure. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bro.